everybody, this is Charmy Sketches, and I'm here today to do the Manga Tag. And if you're interested in doing this tag, all the questions will be below. So, alright, let's get started. We've got a lot of manga to go through. I might have to make this into like several parts because, oh my goodness, I just have so much. So, okay, first manga ever, Ranma 1/2. This is not the exact volume that was the first one I read. This is one I picked up later, but I think it actually might have been this volume. I mean, if my older sister's watching this, maybe she can confirm. I think it was this volume, volume 13. So, yeah, I don't know, like, Ranma, it's fun, but it's also kind of like, it's, after a while, you kind of just want to know, like, okay, come on, is Akane and Ranma, is Akane going to say she likes Ranma? Is Ranma going to say that he likes Akane? Like, what's going to happen? And also Ryoga, favorite, best character, best guy. I had such a crush on that character. I don't know why, but I did when I was little. And yeah, Ranma is just one of those manga that I guess it's a classic. I mean, it's from Miko Takahashi. She's just awesome. Like, I love her comedic expressions, like right here where Ryoga's freaking out. It's just great. Highly recommend you guys check it out. I know there's a reprint of these. I'm considering getting them, maybe eventually, but right now there's just so many other series and stuff that I've prioritized. So, yeah. Right now this is just going to be my lone volume of Ranma 1/2 that I have. And it's a super old volume from Viz. Way back in the day, you know, when things were when manga was $15.95 for one volume. It's crazy. And speaking of which, the next question is, what was your most expensive manga? Well, Mason Ikoku. And the reason I'm mentioning Mason Ikoku and not Ranma 1/2 is because Ranma 1/2, I bought that, I'm pretty sure it was like marked down at like half-price books or something like that, and I did not pay the full price. But with this, I did pay the full price. I paid $16.95, and actually technically my mom paid it, not me. But yeah, and that's just crazy to me. I mean, it's like, I mean, I love Mason Ikoku, it's really cute. Oh, oops. Okay, so I love Mason Ikoku, but it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy that manga was that expensive back then, and like on top of that it's flipped, and also the binding's not very good because look, the pages are falling out. Crazy. Okay. And, most expensive manga. Mars. I cannot believe how expensive this series is getting. It's really crazy. I mean, I love this series. I have not actually finished the complete series, like reading it, but I want to. I want to own them so I can physically read them instead of scanlations. I prefer physical copies over scanlations, over reading on a screen any day. So Mars is a really interesting story I would say it's josei, but I could be wrong about that. Maybe it's shoujo, but um, it's by Fuyumi Soryo, and the artwork in this is just beautiful. I love the artwork in this. It's definitely an older style, but I'm completely fine with that. It's basically a romance story at its core, but I think it really appeals. It could appeal to a lot of people because it has like deep psychological stuff going on. I really love manga that delves into the psyche of their characters. I just love it. So I really, really want to own this series. One day I want to own the entire thing. Right now I only have volume 2, 3, 9, and 7. And these are getting ridiculously expensive, and I found these at a convention, and they were still expensive at the convention. So, yeah. They weren't as expensive as eBay prices, though. Okay, so what was my least expensive manga? Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight, hands down. I'm pretty sure all of these were like $1, and so I was like, I'll just get it, because like, I like Dot Hack, I liked the games, I liked Dot Hack's sign, and I also played Dot Hack GU, and so I was like, oh, I'll check this out, but honestly, I didn't really like it that much, but hey, I mean, for $3, whatever. So yeah, I mean, the art is cute, but I don't know. I don't remember really having anything, like, it didn't have anything substantial really in it. It was all very, I don't know, just cutesy. It's been a long time since I've read it, but I remember just thinking it was like, aw. So, most relatable manga that I own, I would definitely say Paradise Kiss and Papillon. I can't say it because it's French, I don't know. And that title just means butterfly. But Paradise Kiss was the first manga series that I completed collecting. Unfortunately, I bought this way before I bought the rest of the series, and so instead of getting all the cool covers with all the characters like this, I couldn't find this version from Tokyo Pop, so I had to settle for the ones that basically just have the manga covers. Or the manga, like, it has manga, words. So it has illustrations from the manga as the covers instead of the original illustrations that are supposed to be the covers, and I don't get why Tokyo Pop did that, but whatever. But yeah, it's very relatable because the main character is like trying to decide what she wants to do with her life. Does she want to, go to college and just get a boring job, and like grades are very, very important to her, but honestly they're mostly important to her mother, and there's all this stuff going on, and yeah, it's definitely worth looking into, and it's only 5 volumes. Sorry. It's only 5 volumes, so totally check that out. And Papillon, it has a lot of like psychological basis to it, and also I really love the artwork. It has a lot of like psychological stuff going on. One of the characters is literally a counselor, a school counselor, and I just love how they delve into the psyche of their characters. And this is by Miwa Ueda, by the way. Totally worth looking into. Unfortunately, though, this is not actually the last volume. There are 8 volumes, but yet Del Rey Manga did not release the last 2 volumes in an omnibus form or anything in English. So your only options here are either to buy the Japanese volumes and read scanlations. I personally don't like reading scanlations. I'm learning Japanese and everything. So, yeah, to get the ending, I did read scanlations, but I am definitely planning on buying the rest of the series of the last 2 volumes in Japanese. I just love this series. I mean, there's so many good things about it, and I know that a lot of people compare it to Peach Girl, but honestly, it's different than Peach Girl, because they really delve into the characters' psyches and why they're like that. Even the most cruel characters in this series have a reason why. And those reasons are very fascinating to me. They're not necessarily good reasons why, but it's still really interesting. What is one manga that I own that is based off of an anime, or the other way around? Oh, not the other way around. Okay. So, Wolf's Rain. This is actually a surprisingly decent adaptation of the anime. I love the Wolf's Rain anime. It's so good. There's just so much about it. It's like, I don't want to spoil it though, because there's a lot of stuff that I feel like you just need to watch the show. It's not a very long show. It's not super long. I mean, it's like around the same length as any other anime. So it's not like a shonen or something super long like that. But this is a complete manga adaptation. And I personally think the artwork is really pretty. I know some people had problems with the artwork, but I really didn't. I thought it was beautiful, especially that. So beautiful. And I've just got my favorite pages tabbed here, and eventually I will probably do a video review about this series, comparing it and contrasting it with the anime. That's definitely one thing that I want to do. Okay, what is your rarest manga? Question number 8. Definitely Kazen. Kazen it's just amazing, and like the fact that there was never an anime adaptation or a movie or anything for this is just kind of shocking to me, because I know that this is not a well-known series, but the story is really, really good, and the world that this story takes place in is amazing. It's just... I'm really not good at describing stuff. This is why it took me so long to do one of these videos. So the artwork is a bit dated, and it's not, you don't read this for the artwork. You read this for the story. The story, the world building is just amazing, and it's only 7 volumes. The only drawback for this, and there's some beautiful art on the back covers as well. Just love that watercolor. So the only drawback for this series is that it is very, very rare. I was lucky enough to get this in an eBay lot, and it was the entire thing in pretty decent condition. This is pretty decent. There are people on eBay selling these without the covers because they have, you know, the normal manga, like Japanese manga slipcover things, and there are people selling them just like this for tons of money. I got all of these for, I think it was like $25 or $30, which is actually really good considering that these are published by comics1.com. They are not a publisher anymore. They do not exist, and apparently they vanished off the face of the earth. But I'm really glad that they got to release and translate this series, because it's really awesome. This is by Gakko Meow, by the way. I think it's Meow. And yeah, it's just fantastic. Fantastic story. And honestly, some of the art is really great too. It's not beautiful in, I guess, the sense that I normally would think of, but there are a lot of breathtaking scenes in this manga. There is also a lot of violence, definitely not kids, definitely not for kids, even though, like, when I originally read this first volume, I was a kid, but totally worth looking into. Totally worth it if you can get your hands on it. And also, I don't think that there are any scanlations of this series. It's crazy. It's like, this is, well, I guess it's not that surprising, because there are other series online that, there are other manga series that have never gotten a scanlation. But it's just surprising to me because this is a shonen series, it's not very long, so it's like crazy, and there are people who haven't even scanned, or they haven't even tried to scan just the translation that's already in here. It's really crazy that that's not a thing. So yeah, totally recommend. Definitely going to be doing some more reviews about this series soon. Question number 9. One of your reprinted manga. Printed in the past, but printed again by another company. Obvious answer, Sailor Moon. This is one of the super old ones that was released by Tokyo Pop Manga. It doesn't say Makes on it, but this is also like the similar format to the Makes comics that they released. And yeah, this basically is the movie, like the anime movie. Hearts on Ice, I think, is what they localized the title as, but yeah. And this is obviously the re-release. I do not own all of them yet, and unfortunately, I might not be able to get them anytime soon because stuff has been really tough, and I haven't really been able to buy that much new manga. It's mostly been older things that are on sale, so yeah. Next question. Most popular manga series, definitely Sailor Moon. Unfortunately, I don't own Dragon Ball anymore. I used to own the first volume of Dragon Ball in the old Viz edition, but I have no idea what happened to that, so yeah. Next question, what is your most damaged manga? Definitely, and this is kind of embarrassing, but hey, I was a kid. I mean, I don't know. And also, one of these is damaged not because of me, it's damaged because of water, because it flooded. So this is all, like, water damage from, and also it's kind of, yeah. And this happened when our house got flooded when I was a kid, and that sucked. But yeah, damaged, and then this is really damaged too. This is Saint Tail Volume 2, and it really bothers me. Yeah, but I don't want to throw this away, obviously, because it's nostalgic for me, and also it got, the pages are kind of falling out, and it got wet in the flood too. So yeah, pretty terrible. Question number 12. Which manga has the most amazing art? Okay, so this is Trinity Blood by Sunao Yoshida. The story is by Sunao Yoshida, and the art is by Kyo Kujo. And the original character designs are from Torres Shibamoto, I think? Torres? I'm not sure. Torres, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, and this series just has such beautiful art. It's so inspiring to me. I'm disappointed that that it didn't all get released. Even in Japan, it didn't get all released. So here are some of the awesome covers. Favorite. Love father trays. And another cool thing about these is that they have these flap illustrations. This one doesn't have it. The first two volumes don't have it. But I love this one so much. And that's the last volume that I have. I believe there's one more volume that was released in English by Tokyo Pop, and then they went out of business. Next manga that has the best art. I really love the art of Alicino. This is Alicino by Koyu Shure, I think. This is also an incomplete series in both English and Japanese, but it's still, I think, worth buying because of the artwork and because of just the way that Shure builds the intrigue into the world and the story. The artwork is just beautiful in this. I absolutely love it. Gorgeous. Very, very gothic. Just awesome. And then the actual manga pages are also very detailed. Every character's hair has, like, each individual hair is just drawn, and it's just so beautiful. Highly recommend you check it out. And this one, I'm pretty sure this also has some colored pages. I'll show you. Another artist that I think has really beautiful art is Kaori Yuki. I think most well known for Angel Sanctuary, for either good or bad reasons. But I really love Kaori's art. It's definitely evolved over the years, but I still enjoy the old stuff that she did. And this is Godchild. Very good if you're looking for some horror manga. And then Fairy Cube. This is a 3-volume series, so it's worth it if you're interested in Kaori Yuki but you don't want to invest in a super long manga series. So, yeah, the artwork is just stunning. Stunning. Personally, I have not read these yet. They're actually on my TV Red list, but I think the artwork in Tagami Bachi just really, really beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I love that. Love that so much. And the inking just is fantastic. Definitely want to get into this series. So I've only read, I think I read the first chapter, and I guess I'll let you know my thoughts on it. Follow me on Twitter if you're interested in knowing what I think of it. And then Clover by Clamp. I really like the artwork from Clamp, but I feel like this series, well, it's not really a series, but this volume really stands out to me aesthetically. I love Cardcaptor Sakura, but there's just something about this that really stands out to me, like the aesthetics of the illustrations and stuff. And this is the Dark Horse release, and it's gorgeous. Unfortunately, I don't know why this seems to be a trend, but this series is also basically incomplete from what I've heard. I don't know if that's 100% true, because I have not read this yet, but when I do read it, I will definitely let you guys know what I think. Alright, next question. Oldest published manga that I own? Definitely Marmalade Boy. I own volumes 2 and 3. I think I used to have number 1, but I don't know what happened to it. It might have perished in the flood when I was a kid. So, yeah, this was made in 1993, so I was 3 years old when this came out. So, yeah. Okay, next question. Newest published manga that I own. Okay, the newest published manga that I own is I Am Here, by Ima Toyama, and this is a 2-volume series. It was released in 2 volumes in America, but in Japan I think it was released in 4 volumes. It's a very, very cute series, and actually it's also a very relatable story for me, because the main character is very shy, and she basically she doesn't want to be shy anymore because she doesn't have many friends, so she tries to reach out to other people, and it's just really, really sweet. The artwork is really cute too, very cute. Totally worth reading, totally worth owning, considering it's 2 omnibus. It's very cute, totally worth it, totally worth reading. Okay, last question. A recent manga that I purchased. Well, I have a whole pile here of new stuff that I purchased. I purchased a lot of this, pretty much almost all of these. I think it was like basically a month ago. I have not bought manga in actually like 2 months. Yeah. So first thing, I bought the Japanese re-releases of Saint Tail, and Saint Tail is just adorable. Super nostalgic series for me. I bought these from an eBay seller, and also the Japanese is, there's not many complicated kanji in here, and if there is a kanji, they always have the furigana, so it's literally perfect for anyone who's studying Japanese. Just absolutely perfect for that. And these covers are just so cute. And then it shows you the old cover, which this is volume 2. Well, actually, these are 2 volumes put in one. So this is volume 2, and I actually have the Tokyo Pop release of that, but like I said, it's falling apart. So it'll be interesting to read this and practice my Japanese with it and everything. I think the full title in Japanese is Kaito something. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. Totally looking forward to reading this. And then another recent purchase was Outlaw Star. Now, I'm a big fan of the anime of Outlaw Star. I own the box set. I want to own it again on Blu-ray. I just absolutely love it. One of my favorite short sci-fi series. And when I bought this manga, I had no idea what to expect because there was really not very much information about it online that I could find. Even Japanese websites, just no. And this is all of the manga that was ever released. So this is volume 1, this is volume 2, and this is volume 3. And I did not know what to expect, but unfortunately I don't feel comfortable flipping through this manga for you, because honestly, I was kind of shocked at how, I don't know, I guess graphic stuff is in here, and also the manga is definitely more shonen. I mean, not shonen, sorry, seinen. The manga is definitely more seinen, meaning that it is targeted towards adult men in Japan. And so there's a lot of like sexual stuff. It's kind of weird. Let me see if I can find some of those pages. Oh yeah, and another cool thing about these is that one second. And I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out. Okay. Another interesting thing about this, is that Volume 3 came with this around it, and it's an announcement about the anime. So, it's pretty awesome. Video and Laserdisc. And I guess it's showing what days and times it would be on TV in Japan. Unfortunately, All Star didn't really do very well in Japan, so at least as far as I know. When I ever asked my Japanese otaku friends about it, they're like, what's that? It's kind of interesting. It's kind of similar to how Trigun is popular here. It's way more popular in America than in Japan, from what I've seen. Most people don't know what Trigun is in Japan. Like the average person who knows about anime. It's just not, for some reason it just was not very popular, but Trigun is one of my favorite anime ever. Okay, rambling. Okay, recent pickup, have not read yet. .hack XXXX, I don't know, but I bought it because it's basically a retelling of the, at least if I understand it right, it's a retelling of the games, and I really liked playing the games. Looking back on it though, maybe it was nostalgia, maybe it was just, I was just happy to, like, be able to play a game that said it was .hack, I don't know. Because looking back on it now, I'm kind of like, I don't know if this is really, if the game was really that good. It's kind of just dungeon. Like, there's not very much stuff going on. But anyway, I got the first volume of Eden, It's an Endless World by Hiroki Endo, and I heard about this from, I forget what the name of the channel is, but it's these two brothers, and I think they're from New York, and they're Italian or something, and they were saying, if you see this series anywhere, any volumes, buy it, because this is a rare manga. It's published by Dark Horse, it's out of print, and basically, the story, like the way that they described it on their channel, I'll put a link to that video below if I can find it again. It just sounded so cool. So as soon as I saw this at a half-price bookstore, I had to buy it. And the artwork looks really awesome, and I'm excited to read it, and hopefully be able to get the complete set of what was released in English. Okay, next thing, yeah, this is so recent that I haven't even taken off the sticker. $2. This is Gundam Wing, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Blind Target, and it says it's adapted for comics by Akemi Omode, and art by Sakura Asagi. The artwork looks really good. It looks basically just like the show, and I haven't read this yet, but I like Gundam Wing. Once again, it could be nostalgia, I'm not sure. I need to rewatch the show, and my husband wants to rewatch the show too, so yeah. And the next recent pickup, Seraphim 266613336 Wings, by Mamoru Oshii and Satoshi Kon, and I just had to get this. For those of you who don't know, which I'm assuming you would know if you're watching this channel and you're watching a video about manga, this manga is incomplete, but it's worth buying because it's Satoshi Kon and Mamoru Oshii. So, And apparently there's like a lot of interesting ideas in this story. I'm sure it will be inspiring to me, even if the story is incomplete. If it's inspiring to me in my artwork, then yeah, it's totally worth owning and adding to my collection. So once I read this, I'm sure I'll have a lot of things to say. I'll probably post on Twitter. I might post on Twitter. I might post a video review or just discussing with you guys, because I really want this channel to be a place where people can discuss like stuff that they like, manga, games. I also want to do a game tour once I get my game room set up. All sorts of stuff. I am so thankful to all of you who have subscribed to me. Thank you so much for 50 subscribers. It's fantastic, and I hope that I can make more videos and entertain you guys, and also that we can have discussions, because for me it's not just about the subs, it's about being able to share with you guys and being able to like learn new stuff from you guys too. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this.